Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelly and I am so glad that you are here. So August is Gastroparesis Awareness Month and I got diagnosed with this a few months ago, so I thought I'd make a follow-up video. I have napkins flying. Hold. Can't litter. So I had a follow-up appointment with my gastrointestinal doctor today, my GI doc, and it went really well. Some things that I've been doing have helped, and I haven't really had too many problems in the last few months, so he was really pleased with it. I have a tradition of going to the lake and like celebrating good doctor's appointments, because sometimes I don't get good doctor's appointments. So we're here and we're eating Panera, and I ordered online and I customized everything to make sure that there are no gluten containing ingredients. So I just have a little mukbang with me, the creamy tomato soup, and I get it without the croutons. The soup itself is gluten-free, it's so good. And then I got the Green Goddess Cobb salad. And then no baguette, and I get chips. So that is what we are eating today, and it's my favorite. And I'm so grateful to even be able to like eat food and have it stay down. And I think one of the things that helps with that is I walk 2-3 miles a day. So I'm at the lake, right? And there's people all around, and there's a playground behind me. If you hear kids, like screaming children. I love avocado. If you're not familiar with gastroparesis, it is a digestive disorder, and it causes paralysis of the stomach. And in my case, it seems to be pretty mild, even though like my test results when I had the gastric emptying scan, it came back as moderate. I seem to be okay. Don't know, but it's a paralysis of the stomach. The muscles in there don't churn and do what they're supposed to do, so food can sit in your stomach for a lot longer than it's supposed to. Most people's digestive systems, their stomach empties into their small intestine within about 4 hours. Gastroparesis, not always the case, and that can cause a lot of symptoms. My main symptom was vomiting. It was no fun. And then nausea, vomiting and nausea. I haven't had to take a prescription nausea pill. Right now I have Zofran. I took one in May. It's August. I haven't had any issues. I use like ginger sometimes if I feel really stomach upset, and I have like peppermint tea and different things. So those are the things that I do to manage it. And then I think the big thing is I walk like 2 to 3 miles every night. And I think that helps. And I've made some like healthy lifestyle changes too, especially because I got diagnosed with diabetes a month after the gastroparesis. He's still not sure. Still doesn't think that my gastroparesis was caused by diabetes, but we will never know. Again, when I was first diagnosed, he thought maybe it was a virus, that I caught some sort of a stomach bug and it did damage, which is likely too. I guess COVID, people are having trouble. They're seeing an uptick in gastroparesis cases because of COVID, but I don't know if I've ever had COVID. Not to my knowledge. It's so pretty and so relaxing, and the salad is so good. I'm trying to decide if these are pickled cabbage, pickled onions. I don't know, but it's good. I generally stay away like on the gastroparesis diet. You're supposed to be limited to no more than like 15 grams of fiber a day, but I need more fiber than that, or other parts of my digestive system don't work. So I don't do raw vegetables generally, except salads, and they seem to be fine. And with my salad, I make sure that I have some protein. Like this has chicken in it, has bacon, has a boiled egg. Because the diabetes, you want to make sure if you have carbs that you consume those with a protein so that doesn't spike your blood sugar. So trying to manage diabetes and gastroparesis and celiac has been fun. And then today he mentioned something about, because my IBS was kind of flaring, and he mentioned about an IBS diet, and I was like, I can't do a 4th one. So we're gonna try medicine. Editing Shelly here. I was watching that footage back and the camera just fell over and I just quit the video. So we're gonna finish it. It's a few days later, and in true mukbang fashion, however you pronounce that, I'm gonna have some tea. It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're not having coffee. So we're gonna have some decaf tea together, and I'm gonna let this steep because it's hot. So before the camera fell over, I was telling you my doctor is gonna try me on some new medicine because I have IBS. I'm just full of digestive issues, and I have a lot of, especially at night, like spasms, and sometimes they're really bad and they take my breath, and I catch myself like Lamaze breathing through it. So he told me to pick up IB Guard over the counter, which I found at Walmart, and then Levsin, I think is how you pronounce it. I actually haven't tried the Levsin yet. I've been trying the IB Guard, and it does work, but I find that it gives me heartburn because it's peppermint oil, and even though it has like a coating on it, I think with my gastroparesis, it's like staying on my stomach too long and causing me heartburn instead of going down into the intestines like it's supposed to do, but yay. So August is Gastroparesis Awareness Month, and if you watched my other video, which I'll probably link below, I always say that and then I never remember to do that, but hopefully I will remember to link it below. And I didn't know anything about gastroparesis. I'd never heard of it prior to in the process of getting a diagnosis. When I started Googling reasons why I was throwing up all the time and like feeling full, I just always felt full, no matter like my food didn't go down. So that's the first time that I had heard of it. And it's actually considered a rare disease. So very, very few people. I know about 3 or 4 different people with it. So it was not the most fun. But I'm gonna read you the list of symptoms. There's a lot of symptoms, but the most common ones. All right, so some of the most common symptoms include nausea, which I had, vomiting, gas and bloating, malnutrition, and you can be malnourished and be overweight. I don't know if a lot of people really know that, but you can. Malabsorption. Celiac sometimes makes me not absorb things. I won't tell you how I know, but I just know that I don't absorb all my nutrients. Abdominal pain, which is what I have too. Heartburn / GERD. Feeling full quickly was another big symptom of mine. Poor blood sugar control for those with diabetes, and weight loss and gain. I lost like 20 pounds over the past year, and I didn't know. I don't know, because that's also, weight loss is also a common symptom of diabetes, but it was so subtle, 20 pounds over the course of a year, that I didn't notice because I didn't weigh myself regularly. So that was, the only way I knew is my watch was just a tiny bit loose. But when you're up in the big girl sizes anyway, it can take a lot of weight to really make your clothes loose. So I'm not even at the point where I need to go down a size yet. I'm getting there, but we're not quite there. So some of the things that I do to make my gastroparesis better, I try to follow the gastroparesis diet as much as I can with the diabetes diet. I always maintain gluten-free no matter what. I do try to watch my carb intake. So I'm low carb as much as I can be, and if I eat carbs, I usually try to eat fruits and vegetables, and potatoes are my downfall. What are you doing? You're so noisy. My dog is like rolling or exercising or something over there. If I eat vegetables, I make sure they're cooked because, well, fibrous fruits and vegetables can stay in your stomach a long time, especially if they're raw. It can be really hard to digest those. So I always make sure that they're cooked if I eat them, with the exception of salad. I don't know why salad seems to be fine. I drink a lot of like protein smoothies because I struggled there for a long time. I struggled with eating meat. I couldn't digest meat. Bixby, you're ruining my video, man. What are you doing? Come up here and sit. Come up here. Come up here. Up. Come. Come. You're ruining my video. You're so cute. Let the people see how cute you are. All right, he's decided to sit over there. So for a long time, I couldn't eat meat. I struggled to digest it, and beef gets me. I don't do well with beef anymore, with the exception of if I'm craving it. If I'm really craving it, then I have no problems like digesting it. I don't know what that's about. I have no medical science to back that up. What I have been eating a lot of is eggs. So eggs are, they're good. I eat a lot of eggs, scrambled eggs. I make breakfast sandwiches with eggs. So eggs are a highly, easily digestible food. I try to stick with like as low fat as possible. If it has like a fat-free version, I will get it with the exception of cheese. I am not eating fat-free cheese. I just try not to eat as much cheese, but I love cheese. Cheese is also, it's a good diabetic snack too, because it's usually like low in carbs or sometimes even no carbs, and it's high in protein. So it's a good diabetes snack, but it's not wonderful for gastroparesis. So I just, minimal amounts I do okay with. Getting diagnosed with gastroparesis was kind of interesting. So I had to have a scope and endoscopy where they go down your mouth with a camera into your stomach and your small intestines. I have to do that every 3 years because my other medical conditions, I have Barrett's esophagus, not anymore, and like just IBS stuff. They're always checking on my stomach. And then during my scope, I still had food in my stomach. My GI doctor was like, "Did you eat this morning?" And I didn't eat. I didn't have anything. I think I was 12 hours at that point. And so last night's dinner that I was still allowed to have, because I think I had to stop eating at midnight. So it was like 7 at night, 6 at night when my last meal. And it was still in my stomach the next morning. And most people's move out within 4 hours. Usually your stomach empties itself. So still had food in there. So after that positive endoscopy, I was sent for a gastric emptying study. So they send you to nuclear medicine, and they put, you're fed, I was fed. Some people get oatmeal, but I got scrambled eggs, toast. I brought my own gluten-free toast because they didn't give me gluten-free toast, and a small thing of water. And they douse I don't know if douse is the right word. They put a radioactive mixture, it's safe for you in small amounts, into the scrambled eggs. And then you eat that, and then right after you're done eating your food, you only have 10 minutes to eat all the food, and I am a slow eater anyway. And then they stood me in front of a machine. It kind of looked like a hybrid between an x-ray machine and a CT machine. I really don't know what it's called. And they took a picture, and then every hour they had me come back and take another picture. And then I think I got a little bit of a break. And then after 2 more hours, I got a final picture done. And then they read that, and after so long, after 4 hours, you should only have 10% of the food left in your stomach, a normal person. So anything above that, and the amount that I had was considered moderate. So I had a moderate amount of food left in there, so I have moderate gastroparesis. But right now, I feel like everything's doing pretty good. I'm managing my nausea well with ginger. Actually, I haven't had any nausea, and if I do get it, it hits me just for a second. I haven't had an actual vomiting issue in numerous months, which I'm so thankful for. I did get the prescription. I have Zofran, but the doctor gave me the dissolving tablets. I actually like those better because I can't tell you how many times, like when I'm feeling a little nauseous, I will take the Zofran pill, and then it comes back up. So if I have the disintegrating ones, it goes into your bloodstream pretty quick, and I don't have to worry if I vomit it back up. So that was a lot of the V word in a very short amount of time. I am a little concerned that school's gonna start here. By the time you see this, it'll probably be a week, depending on how quickly it takes me to edit this. And stress is a big one. So that is my concern. And I don't know if I'll get time to walk 3 miles a day like I usually do. So I'm concerned that stress when school starts back up is going to cause me to flare, but I'm gonna do everything in my power to not have that happen. But it might, but hopefully not. So I'm gonna make sure I have like ginger at school. I'll have my Zofran with me, and we do what we gotta do to get through. So, all right, well, hey, if you have any questions about gastroparesis, let me know. Thank you so much for watching my update, and maybe I will update you again in a few months.